Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today, I need you to indulge me for just a second, because sometimes things happen in Magic that I don't really know about or we don't have an explanation for, and that happened this week. I started looking around at what's kind of shaping the metagame as we start trying new decks to end the season. So I started looking around at different deck lists and tournaments, and then I saw this, where it was almost all Dimir Aggro decks in the top 8. And then I was like, well, that's peculiar. And then I saw this, which was another tournament where 5 of the top 8 were Dimir Aggro. And not just that, there was also a smaller tournament where in the top 4 there was a Dimir Aggro, and started making me think, like, we haven't seen much of this on the ladder, and obviously best of 3 is different than best of 1, but maybe we should still try it out in best of 1 and see what happens. So I aggregated the list I think is the best one to play, and we're going to go give it a go. Don't forget to pay some love to our friends over at CoolStuffInc.com, where they have cool stuff in stock, and you can save 5% on your order by just using code DRAGON at checkout. Alright, so getting in this list, there's not going to be any cards we don't know about. I'm just going to give a quick rundown of the key cards that these lists play. Now, we know they play counters and removal, so I'm going to ignore that, but they do play Fairy Mastermind, a full set of 4. And this is a card we've tried out in a couple of lists and actually have enjoyed it, so it kind of could make sense here. Letting both of you draw cards, but it is kind of interesting that you could just get enough card advantage that it doesn't really matter. Also going to be playing some Tenacious Underdog. I saw these in almost every list. We're going to play 2 or 3 of those. Also, Gix Yawgmoth Praetor. This is another card that just keeps pressing, like, having more cards than your opponent. And I think that's the key way that these decks are winning. Of course, we're going to play some Liliana. This helps out because if you already have a bunch of cards you can discard, you don't really care, so it sort of makes sense. They also play 2 or 3 copies of Kaito in pretty much every list that I've seen. So this also makes sense, because again, it's about having more cards in these lists. No surprise that they're playing Shieldred, especially if you're drawing more cards. It just becomes like impossible for the aggro decks to beat you because you're gaining too much life. They all play either 2 or 3 copies of Urtai Resurrected as well, which isn't too much of a surprise. This can kill your opponent's stuff, it can counter a spell, does pretty much everything you want. And on the low end, it does play a full set of Evolved Sleeper. I think that was pretty consistent across every list that I saw. And again, not a surprise. It's a quality early creature. It's hard to deal with. If you get to where you're drawing cards, again, it fits the whole theme of everything we're doing. So why wouldn't you, right? So yeah, overall, not a big surprise on the cards that are here. Just want to give those a quick rundown. We're going to hop into some games, but if you do want this full deck list, it will be at the end of the video, or you can just download it in the description below. It'll take you to our Moxfield link where you can see this deck list, and I believe 110 other decks we played throughout this season already. So yeah, let's go see if this deck actually is any good in best of 1, seeing as how it's kicking tail in best of 3. Okay, I guess we're keeping this one. We will get in there. Red cards get to kill a sleeper. No, black cards can, though. That is a perfect cut down candidate. But they have a duress, which is actually equally good here. Yep, I assumed you might want to stop that. Alright, here we go. Sadly, they know what our hand is, so if they have removal, they're going to save it for Shieldred. Which makes us sad, but what can we do? Alright, I'm going to attack. Assuming that if they have removal, they're not going to use it here. Because they want to get our Gix or a Shieldred. Alright. Not what I was going to do this turn, but I'm down. That, yeah, okay. Cool, shame concede. Yes, that's a weird way to start. But, I don't know, the opponent could have killed it. They didn't. We made it bigger. Game over. Yay us. This one's tough because there's no removal, so this is going to feel a little sketchy. And we can't really play Evolved Sleeper unless we draw an untapped land in our first draw. But if we do, we have kind of all the options that we want. We didn't get it, though, so we're going to go here. Alright, end the turn. Alright, let's see what they got. Want to stop our Mastermind? Probably just kill it. Because I would. Oh, they had to use a Go for the Throat, though. I ain't mad at that. That's cool. Get this down, because this feels kind of important. And let's go ahead and make that little duder. And that feels safe because if they had a cut down, they would have just used that and left 2 mana open. Oh, but they're playing white. So now what? Oh, that sucks for us. Hate seeing that. You hate to see that. Okay, this is actually pretty good against them. So I'm not mad at that card, for sure. Let's... Liliana. And play this. We'll discard Underdog.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Alright, so that helped. Ooh, they discarded it. They must have a sweeper here. Because there ain't no other reason you're discarding a Go for the Throat, right? Sunfall? Oh, Scrutiny. Ah, that makes sense. You're just going to try to get ahead on cards here. Fair. Can't blame them for that. How many cards do we want to try to get this turn is the question. I think we play this, and we're just going to go card for the opponent here. I was just debating if I want to pump, but I also kind of want to play this during their instep, so I think I'm just going to attack for 2. Get us some cards. Oh, that's not bad either. 2 of them, a little bit excessive. We'll draw here. Nice. And we'll make the opponent discard here. We will get rid of one of the Fairy Masterminds. I don't think we need both of them. And Mana Leaks, or I keep calling Mana Leaks, but Make Disappears are probably just better here. Now, they only have a limited time value because this is going to keep making stuff cheaper. But Path of Peril, that's unfortunate. Alright. Try to make you pay more for things. This is everything that's, what, 3 or less? Oh, to just destroy all creatures is what they did with it. I guess we'll get rid of that. I mean, they could just make disappear back, so it's whatever, but... Alright. They're currently choosing not to. Okay, cool. We'll take that win. Yeah, I see no reason to throw this back. We'll keep it. Ooh, I was going to say maybe we'll pick up a cut down. That would be our best thing here. We did not, though. So, here's the thing. Normally, I wouldn't necessarily play that first, and I would, like, fake having a cut down. But, under the circumstances, I feel like it's better here to do this just because it puts us in a situation of not taking damage against the red deck. And I think being able to minimize the amount of damage we take is pretty good at all costs here. Now we can go for the throat something if need be, or we can just counter that. Alright, let's see what they do here. I'm tempted to hold on to the Go for the Throat in case they make a dragon. Exactly. Exactly. So this works out. We get to kill the dragon before it does anything too heinous to us, which is pretty good. I'm going to end the turn. They don't have anything that's going to stop us from killing the dragon, and I'd rather make plays as though they think they're going to have it. And now we just take 3 unless they want to burn another burn spell. Nope, they have something here. Alright, well, it's something that costs less than 3, so I think Shieldred is safe. To the point that I may not even block, depending on how they attack. I might just risk taking it, knowing that we have 2 life coming and a counter backup and a creature. But let's see what they do. Yeah, I'm not blocking. This feels like they have an Incinerate. Or not incinerate. That's the oldest school 2 for 3. You know what I'm talking about, though. Alright, we go ahead and play this. And in the turn. No point in attacking. We're at 11 life. Now I can also chump block with the underdog if I feel I need to. And that's fine. Also, randomly, if they would have found something that the deal was a 3 mana deal 5, we'd be able to use the make disappear if we felt we needed to. And now we're willing to block because I don't really care since we can counter stuff. We're willing to take 3, 4, 5, 6 if that is a deal damage. And we could counter that as well. So, like, yeah, I guess this is fine. You're probably going to try to target Shieldred anyway. Yep, the Lightning Strike, which I called the Incinerate earlier. Yep, and that'll do it. Yeah, and that's a case where I understand the opponent's concession there, because realistically, once we counter that, and I think we started the turn at 11, so we would have taken 3, or maybe we're at 10. We take 3, go to 6, or 7, but then we gain 2, so we go right back up. And then they're playing just off the top of their library. And it's going to be really hard for them after that. Now, they could draw something that still could have killed Shieldred and maybe had a shot there with something. Who knows? But I kind of understand their concession because it just becomes a big uphill battle with no real quality blockers even. Okay, I think we're just going to lead with a Swamp. And this little, like, flaming cat cannot be bothered. It just hisses at you when you click on it. Got all kinds of attitude. Alright, what do we do here? I think we just... Oh, not playing a Shipwreck Marsh. That would be bad. I think we're going to do this. Mostly... Actually, yeah. I just want to be able to do either of these as necessary. I don't know which we're going to want to follow through with, but I like to have access to them. That seems like something we want to just kill. I wonder if we're playing a similar kind of deck. It's interesting because I'm tempted to try to get the Gix down, but there's a chance they just play like Liliana and then that would just defeat the whole purpose. So I'd rather just leave mana up. And then next turn we can Urtai if we feel we need to, then we could play Gix possibly. So there's options. We just take our time here. This is just going to be an exercise of patience, if you will. I think I still want to go with this, even though it just opens itself up to a kill spell. Alright, let's just pass. I thought about it, but I could also Urtai here, then play this and leave up, make disappear, so, I don't know. In case they try to play, like, Shieldred or something. They might also just pass here. Nope, they are going to actually play the Shieldred. Cool. Seems good. So we at least get one strong attack in and get to play an additional creature, which is nice. Okay, I had to make sure which lands Arena was tapping to make sure I still had blue available. Alright. And this is important because now, even if they play something cheap and we feel the need to counter it, we could sacrifice Tenacious Underdog. Alright, another one. Well, we do have a counter for that, and we don't even have to get rid of a creature, so that's great. And then this is where this deck starts to take off now. Because we get to attack and get 2 cards. We will take both of those. Wow, we are glad we did that. That's not good. Alright. Opponent's also only at 10. Theoretically, if we found another underdog, we'd be able to play that. Alright, yeah, sure, you get it. Do what you will, opponent. There's really not a point in us doing anything else there. Oh, that's actually not bad. Love to see that. And now we have mana if they decide to sacrifice and make disappear. All right, we will just minus.
Might finish before brunch. Haven't you ever heard of
We're gonna attempt to attack. I assume you have a kill card of some kind here. Gonna be targeting Gix, one would assume. How badly do I want to keep that? I think fairly badly, so let's go ahead. It's still gonna be 6 damage either way. Oh no, I did it. Oh, I meant to pay the sacrifice cost. Son of a gun. Why did I not do that? That's stupid. I meant to sacrifice this tenacious underdog. I was talking to y'all and misclicked. Oh well, if the opponent comes back now. Like, yeah, that was terrible. That was terrible. Because I could have had 2 more cards. And be able to attack with the underdog next turn. Well, if we lose now, it's my own dang fault. I can't blame it on anybody else. Yeah, we plus Liliana. Gonna hold on to cut down. I don't know why. We probably don't need it, but maybe. Well, they had a lot of land too. Assuming Urtai dies here. Oh, whoa, whoa. Yes, please? If you're going to bounce something, you bounce the underdog, right? Why would you bounce Urtai and just give me another counter? Yeah, if it was a kill spell, I would say kill Urtai, but... Alright. I mean, we'll do what we do, I guess. Plus Liliana. I mean, this is weird because you know I have an Urtai, so if they're down to just 1 card... I mean, maybe you have 2 of those? We're going to give them a chance to draw something else here, of course. Also, I guess it didn't really matter. Because I could have just sacrificed underdog and then just paid the cost. I could have played a land still. I could discard cut down. And yeah, it didn't really matter there. Yeah, what I was saying is I should have just let the Shielder's Edict resolve. And then instead, since I hadn't played a land yet, I could just discard the cut down when my Liliana resolves. Still have Urtai. And then I could just play the underdog out of the graveyard, which would have been 4 mana. So I still have a haste creature for 3, and then I still would have had Urtai to counter a spell. So either way, it didn't really... It would have been a better play, actually. Because here, I'm actually using Urtai, giving them another card. So they have something else to discard to Liliana. Possibly get rid of their worst card, maybe have another removal card, right? So, it was a little bit an iffy spot. I should just let it resolve, but in the end, it didn't really matter anyway. So it's all good, I suppose. Okay, let's keep it. Let's lead with this. This should be an interesting one, especially if this ends up being... Oh, well, maybe not. I was going to say, if it was some type of enchantment stack. Alright, we're going to end the turn. Mostly because we have 2 things that are worth doing here, so no need to be in a hurry. Opponent is casting nothing for 3 turns. Wow. Okay, let's try this. Got a kill spell for the... No. Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit concerned here. But yeah, we're gonna attack. And I guess I'll pump this once, because why not? Sure. And the turn? Okay, we're gonna cast something. Charge of Mites. Do I care? Can I outrace them from here? Like, I have so many questions. Obviously, Go for the Throat does nothing. So let me go ahead and counter that. I mean, this is obviously a toxic deck of some kind now, or at least that's the impression I'm getting from this. Now, they might decide they want to try to play, like, I don't know, the 4/4 guy here, and we don't even have to target it. We'll just play Liliana to kill it. Yep, you got it. Ossification, sure. Not mad at that. Sounds good. I'll attack just to see if they block. I'd be down with that. I didn't think they were going to, but, you know, options. We could kill that now, then save Liliana for something else. However, if we just do this now, we can cast 2 things next turn, so why not?
I'll have this fight finished before brunch. Sacrifices must be made.
End the turn. Alright, another Slaughter Stinger. And, oh, well there's the Contaminator. I was wondering where those were. Ooh. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. And, ooh, this is tough because I don't really want to discard anything, but I kind of do. So I guess it's going to be Fairy Mastermind here.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Mostly because the other 2 cards are too good. And I'm not going to attack here. Just keep myself off poison, keep Liliana alive, be a nuisance to the opponent. Well, they're going to give it flying here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We lose Liliana anyway. Makes sense. Also didn't get poisoned though, so that's kind of good.
This was a waste of time.
Oh, well, that's a thing that gives us new options. Let's attack. You know what? I probably should have done this to draw a card first. But since I didn't. Yeah, seems good. Opponent goes to 9. Play that. Go ahead and take this dude out. Alright, you have your flyer and I'm willing to race. Alright, attacking us. We get our 1 toxic damage. And currently, they don't have anything to deal with our sleeper, which is very peculiar, so we're going to attack again. I'm just leaving up Urtai here. In the turn. What are you trying to do? Another make tokens thing? Yeah, of course. I don't think I care that much, really. But it is blockers. Or not blockers, but attackers. I mean, I guess those don't do anything. Let's kill this. Destroy a creature. Let's kill that. They can have the 1/1s. The 1/1s don't even block. They're mites. Like, we only have 1 toxic. They have to deal with 2 creatures here. Like, why not? Alright, NX Sentry, you got it. That's a thing. Sure, we'll block one of them. Wow, deck, you kind of just had your mind made up, didn't you? No attacks. Let's see what you got. You have a bloated Contaminator. We have lots of mana, apparently. Let's attack this little dude. Sure. Because Death Touch is still a thing. And then we'll just play this. End the turn. Alright, that should start putting us on our way. Yep, that'll do it. I think I played that a little sloppy. with the Urtai, but in general, wasn't a huge deal. It all kind of worked out in the end. Alright, I guess we'll keep. Ooh, against mono red. Maybe this is a mistake. We do have double Shieldred, but we have to find some land, and one of the lands we have, unfortunately, is going to deal damage to us. That's going to be a little tough here. We're going to have a lot of work ahead of us. Alright, we go to 18. They didn't play anything. I'm assuming they're going to try to shoot us at the end of turn. And we're probably just going to take 3. Taking 2, I guess. I would rather save this and stop like a, I don't know, a Squee or Mechanized Warfare. Or I guess a Chandra also works. That is a good use of that. Alright, deck. No more playing. Like, we need to do something here. I'm gonna go Kaito. Because Kaito can help us find land. We're shields down here, but our goal is going to be to try to find land anyway. Possibly play Urtai or Shieldred. Perfect world would be find land, play Shieldred, attack, get a card, get some life. That would be great. Oh, second Phoenix chick, though. That's not cool. Alright, down to 13. Alright, we kind of got what we wanted here. An opponent has no instants in hand. Wow, okay. We'll draw. Get us 2 life and more land. Okay, now we're cooking. Even if they can kill Shieldred, we got a backup one. Festivities, you got it.
I've been watching your moves. Impressive.
Yep, don't mind that one bit. And this is the tough part for the opponent, right? Because they're going to look at this like, got rid of their whole board, and it's like, I'm just going to have another Shieldred. Though, yeah, we're going to play Shieldred. Who am I kidding? They have 1 card left. I mean, I guess it could be another Nahiri's Warcrafting, but, I mean, if it is, it is. And we have access to 6 land next turn, so we'll probably play these 2. Alright. Alright, let's hope they can't kill a Gix. Ooh, that's good too, though. Actually, that's kind of perfect, actually. So we'll play this first. So we get to attack. Draw a card, which nets us 1 life. And then we get to play this, which nets us another life.
I won't let Kamigawa fill my fifth. Thanks. I'll be taking.
All right. We're back at 15 now. Feeling pretty good. And we've got a kill card, and we can play this thing with haste if we want. We got a lot happening right now. Yeah, with just 1 card, I'm not sure the opponent has any real outs here. Even if they could kill Shieldred. Devastator's a pretty strong card if you're going to have something. I mean, that's legit. But we know what we've got, unfortunately for them. Destroy creature. Yep, that's going to do it. Alright, let's keep this. This almost looks like just a quality mono black hand. Alright. Get in there for 2. And the turn. And I'm willing to do that there because, like, we can still pump, play, cut down if it comes down to it. Does the opponent really have nothing here? Okay, here we go. You got something, right? I mean, wow, didn't even try to kill it. Okay, sure. Gonna Shieldred's Edict. Alright. You got it. And the turn. So it looks like we are playing against just mono black. Which, sadly, we're just going to use this, make them sacrifice a non-token creature. Maybe I could have saved it, see if they block, but if I don't kill it and they just play their own Shieldred, we'd have been up against it anyway, because they just sacrificed a thing we wouldn't want them to sacrifice. Alright, they didn't have instant speed removal for our Shieldred. That's nice. Archfiend, though. That's a thing. Alright, well, we're attacking with this, for show. I mean, I will trade this for an Archfiend, my friend. Alright, we'll pump. And pump. So they take 3. We'll put down this Darkslick Shores and the turn. Opponent moves a counter. They lose 2 life. They go to 9. Gix's Command. Ooh, that sucks. Alright, that is one way to get us dead. We need to find a kill card for this big dude. That's might be a blocker. Don't know that it is, but it could be. We can't risk losing life here. I guess it doesn't matter, ultimately. But yeah, we'll just attack, I guess, because they're not blocking. Alright. Oh, that's only at 2. For some reason, I thought it was going to go down to 1. Oh, we could be in trouble. Alright, Trespasser's not good for us, but also not bad, because it's tough, because we're already low on life. That could be a real thing. Block with this? I don't know if we could risk drawing a card. We would get 2 cards, though. This feels so gross, but I think I gotta do it. Oh, that is not the card we wanted to see. All right. Oh, that might just be too late. Oh, no. What's the best I could do here? I can't even do that. I don't have enough mana. I think I have to do this, draw and hope we find a go for the throat. Jeez, that's tough. Because if we play Shieldred, that doesn't do anything. We just die. I think this is all we can do. And hope it's good enough. Alright.
No secret is safe from me.
Nope, we didn't get there. GG's. All over. I guess we keep it. Well, you do get a Shieldred's Edict, which is super sad for us. Because now they know our hand's a pile of poo. Sure. In the turn. Mostly because if they had, like, Liliana or something, I'd like to try to play this during their instep. It's probably just going to die to a cut down. It doesn't really matter. Okay, well, there's a Liliana.
When I win, you're telling me.
Guess what?
you
I have lots of lands I can discard, opponent.
drop it.
Probably gonna just get rid of... You know, maybe Underground River, but I don't know how much damage I can afford to take, so well, I'm gonna get rid of that anyway. Mostly because this is the type of matchup we think it might be. Being able to have access to... Well, okay. Well, that sort of changes that, I suppose. Attack there.
You're gonna regret that.
And we will play... Man, I'm just going to do this. Just because there's a possibility of, like, cut down minus Liliana or something. And that just feels better. Yep. Yep. That was always going to be a possibility.
Your friends has to leave.
We knew the risk. I think I'm going to go here and here. Just say if you got more kill cards, you got more kill cards. So be it. Who knows? It might even be just another Liliana. And then we'll just try to kill her with the Tenacious Underdog. Oh, Scavengers. I'm a big fan of that card. I like it. I won't get my Tenacious Underdog anymore, though, and that sucks. But, you know, such is life. I think I'm willing to attack and trade for those, though. Actually, am I? Yeah, I think I am. Sure, you got it. In the turn. I don't know what else they have there. Phyrexian Arena. Okay. Oh, that's actually really good. I'll get bonus cards if this lives. That's cool. Alright. Does this survive? It do survive. Love to see that. Alright, we'll go ahead and play this. In the turn, and now we get to decide if we want to try to protect the Mastermind, or, I mean, draw from the Mastermind, or just protect the Sleeper. Wow, another arena. I guess their hand's pretty bad here. If that's the case, let's pump. Pump. Alright, we're gonna just try to go for it, I guess. Bring in all the pain. And the opponent's gonna take extra damage from Shieldred. That's gonna be 4 more. Unless one of those kills. Nope. Wow, so they took 6 extra and we're getting a bonus card? Oh, gross. Gross. Yeah, an opponent's at 4. Yeah, you got your own Shieldred. Don't know if that's enough. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's keep it. Let's see where this goes. Red cards. Alright. You doth have some red cards. Pass the turn. Play with fire. Sure. We'll eat a play with fire there. And they left something on top. I think I'm going to go ahead and kill this. And I'm probably going to leave mana open next. Actually, let's see if we draw a land or not. Oh, they had another Swift Spear. Interesting. They had another Swift Spear, but they didn't attack last turn with it. Or play it. Huh. Okay. I'm not... What the heck is going on? Alright, I think I'm just going to play this. If they shoot it, we'll end up with Mastermind, make disappear up for next turn. Like, you always know Lightning Strike's a possibility, but I'm willing to eat that there. Reinforce Ronin, that checks. Sure. Alright. Pass the turn. Phoenix Chick. You got it. Ronin. We're going to get that out of here. They're going to attack. We're going to block. I should say Phoenix Chick here. As we attempt to block. Looks like they might have another play with fire. But I think I'm just going to block here. And if they get us, they get us. Alright. I was wondering. but I was willing to take the gamble. That's fine. Oh, I was hoping we drew something good there, though. That was disappointing.
Get in, get out.
Oh, no. Just a bunch of land. That sucks. Alright, well, next turn has to be it. Probably needs to be like Shieldred, or I think we just die. Yeah, yeah, we'll definitely be dead now. Goodness. Really? We're not gonna win when you just draw land like that. That's just all it is to it. Alright, let's keep it. Dark Slick Shores. And hopefully we do something. I just realized we kept the hand without a lot of action. It's mostly defense, which sometimes is okay. Wish I would have had that last turn. Because now I don't get to protect my thing with the Make Disappear. But I mean, if they can kill it, they'll kill it anyway. Oh, lay down arms. Wait. If I just make this a 2... Oh, no, you have 2 planes, right? Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Let's try that. Wedding announcement. We do not like that. Alright, just gonna attack for 1. Leave up Urtai in case of emergency. Uh-oh. Another laydown arms, huh? I don't know if this is worth defending or not. Like, I guess. Like, cut down's pretty lame here. It just doesn't do anything. I mean, we can kill a couple of tokens off some planeswalkers, whatever. But in these matchups, cut down's just not nearly enough. We need it to be something else. Even if it'd been duress, I think would be fine. I mean, you can just make disappear my Urtai opponent. I was gonna say, what are we doing? Alright, I mean, that being said, they also might just have, like, Sunfall or something. And just get all our stuff next turn. Alright, and an ossification, sure. Like, that's actually not the worst thing. I mean, really. You know what? I was tempted to actually attack with that turn. I probably should have, because now playing it feels like I'm just making it susceptible for no reason. If I play that land, this still takes 3. Bleh. Alright. I'm just going to play this. Bank on the fact that, like, the opponent doesn't have anything we're worried about. The best thing cut down is in this matchup is something to discard to a Kaito draw. Like, that's kind of it. At least if there's Depopulate, Underdog ends up in the yard and I get a card because of the Urtai's multicolor. So there's that. Oh, it's ossification, sure. You know what's weird? I'm actually going to do this on my own thing. And that feels super terrible, but it at least gives us something to do. And I'm going to try to hold on to this Shieldred for a minute. Well, now I don't have to worry about it. We got a backup Shieldred. Alright, that comes into play tapped at least. I can't tell you, though, how much it really does bother me that so much of the removal just exiles now. Like, it makes so many cool things that work out of the graveyard, or any weird mechanical things that care about putting stuff there. Just, like, just makes a lot of stuff not matter. It's very disappointing. Why do I feel like I probably should have got Tenacious Underdog in again anyway? Because it's like, probably like a farewell coming, right? No, a Memory Deluge. Well, alright. If they have a sweeper, we'll see one. We're not going to dodge them for that long, I'm sure. Alright, upkeep. Do you have an answer, or do you go to 6? Alright, they're going to 6, which makes me feel like there's a sweeper, and they feel okay just going to 6. Sunfall. All right. Wow, okay, deck. That's cute. Opponent's still at 6. Are they going to go to 4 or get rid of a Shieldred? All right, they go to 4. Can't quite kill them with the Tenacious Underdog yet. Plus, they have a blocker. All right, they're looking for an answer to Shieldred, which, with that mana, could still be 1, 2... Oh, they only have 3 planes, actually. I was going to say it could be the Laydown Arms, but that's not true. Could be another Ossification. Well, now they could lay down arms. Nope, it was Ossification. All right, fair enough. Sure, why not? I mean, if they're having to work that hard to kill it, I mean, they went overtime trying to kill the last one. Down to 2. All right, they have a sweeper. It's still legit here. Also, I've never seen that, where you have so many lands that, like, you have 2 of these and 3 of those, so it's got to show you the X's on top of each other. That's interesting. All right, Ambitious Farmhand. Finds... Still have a lot of mana here. All right. I was thinking maybe there's a world where... No, because they don't have haste. I was like, you can give them lifelink if you could get a 3rd power. Oh. Is that just going to be it? I mean, I'm willing to cast this. Just because. Just attacking with that. Not going to put... Oh, no! I shouldn't have. Oh, I was just thinking that. If they had Wandering Emperor, they get 2 more life. That was stupid. Yep, now they get 1 more turn that they didn't need to have. And I didn't even get my card for it. I should just let them take their turn. Hubris, y'all. Hubris. Alright. I mean, they can find another Laydown Arms or a Ossification here, and they're good. Alright, I guess they didn't have it. We got lucky. Yeah, these are some of the matchups we don't really like, because we do have some dead cards and whatever, but yeah, in that situation where your opponent's at 2, don't do anything. I could have played it just to draw the card. I absolutely did not need to attack with it there, and I knew that too as soon as I attacked. But yeah, this is a tough matchup. It's cool that we won, but yeah, not one you want to run into a lot, just because the Planeswalkers, plus all the card draw, whatever, does become a bit of a problem, along with all their removal. But, you know, that was a long game, but we'll take it. That's a good way to end on. Alright, so I don't think there's a lot to really mess with this deck. Obviously, it's doing well in tournaments and whatnot, so I don't want to push that too much. The only things I could really say about it for best of 1 is there were some times where cut downs just weren't sufficient, and it would have been nice to have another go for the throat. But beyond that, I mean, this list is fine. I mean, if you want it again, it'll be in the descriptions. You can download it, but it's 3 cut down, 4 Evolve Sleeper, 4 Fairy Mastermind, 4 Make Disappear, 3 Go for the Throat, 1 Shieldred's Edict, 2 Tenacious Underdog, 3 Gix Shogmoth Praetor, 2 Liliana, 3 Kaito, 4 Shieldred the Apocalypse, 2 Urtai Resurrected, 1 Island, 1 Otawara, 8 Swamp, 1 Takenuma, 4 Darkslick Shores, 4 Shipwreck Mars, 4 Underground River, 2 Merrick's. Okay, like I was saying, I think there were some times that cut down ended up being insufficient, but if you looked at the losses, I believe a couple of them that we got, or maybe the only ones we got, were when we just drew a bunch of lands, so the deck kind of like stumbled on itself, and that happens sometimes, so I'm not going to blame the deck for that. I did have one very long game that ended up not making the video because it was ridiculously long against an Atraxa domain deck. But outside of that, the games didn't play terribly long, which was pretty cool. And I feel like I'm going to have to play this some more to really get a feel for how good is this in best of 1. Now, that being said, I don't think it's as good as it is in best of 3, just because the sideboarding leaves a lot of other things available for you to fix some matches and whatever. But even just playing as is in best of 1, it's still going to be very good for you. And if you're a patient player, there's a good chance you're going to win a fair amount of games with this deck. So if you like playing blue-black, I say go for it. It's still going to be very strong. Even if it is better for best of 3, this is still going to be more than solid for best of 1, and it's going to do just enough work for you anyway. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Scion of Una. And the reason I'm bringing this card up today is, well, we did play some Flash Fairies in today's deck, but this card is already at somewhere between $5 to $7 in most places, and we know we're going back to Eldraine. With Eldraine, there's a chance we're going to get more fairies, because the whole fairy tale thing. If we end up getting more fairies, these are the types of cards that are going to go up in value, because it always encourages more people to build those decks, whether they're just for fun 60 card things, kitchen table stuff, or for a commander. But either way, cards like this that pump up all your other fairies are definitely going to be the type of cards that are going to go up. So anytime you see sets announced and you already know the themes, there's a good chance you can find diamonds in the rough. Well, I wouldn't even call this a diamond in the rough. Just cards like this that you probably want to pick up before they shoot up in value if you're remotely interested in building those decks. Now, I will say today's deck proved to be pretty good, but if you want something else that goes even bigger, even stronger, check out this Rakdos list we played that plays the biggest spells we could possibly play. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.